Whenever you're feeling low, Turkish dramas are always there to lighten up your mood. There is no such motivation as binge watching your favorite Turkish drama. It becomes much more soothing if the drama you're watching has a happy ending. Here we have rounded up the top 10 best Turkish dramas with most wanted endings. Before we jump in, if you can spare one more second, please hit that like button, subscribe button, and thank you for your kind support. So let's jump into the video. Number 10. Room number 309. The story of Lale begins with a mistake. Lale is a heartbroken young girl who is left by his fiancé. Her mother was sad about Lale's situation and she wanted to arrange a date with a young doctor named Onur. Onur Sarihan is a young businessman who works in his grandfather's company. His grandfather was passed away and his will is to leave his fortune to his grandson who gets married and has a baby. So Onur's mother has also arranged a date to a young girl. Twist of fate, Lale sits Onur Sarhan's table assuming that he was the Dr. Onur and asks if he is Onur. Indeed, Onur replies and thinks that she was the girl that he was waiting for. After some talk and drinking alcohol, they had lost their control and after some dance, the day turned into a one-night stand. Number 9. Janet. Janet was abandoned by her mother as a newborn and her grandmother took care of her. Despite her humble upbringing and lack of financial resources, she becomes a brilliant architect and achieves her dream job at a prestigious architecture firm. Janet is unexpectedly reunited with Selim, her childhood friend who works in the firm, and her biological mother Arzu, who disappeared from her life and now comes to disrupt her life. Melissa is a second daughter of Arzu from another relationship and she becomes very jealous about the increasing relationship of Janet and Selim, but at last she realizes that Selim would never love her and she leaves them alone. Number 8. Cherry Season. In Cherry Season TV series, you will explore a cute love story between two young people who do not get along with each other but have to be close each time. Oyku has been in love with Mate from her childhood. Oyku never finds courage to disclose her feelings and keep her love secret from Mate, who is not aware of her existence. Ayaz, on the other hand, is a successful architect who works together with Mate. He is also the son of very famous fashion designer whom Oyku dreams to work for. Oyku and Ayaz bump into each other. They try to get into the same taxi, but because of their stubbornness, neither of them gets into the taxi. After this event, slowly, they get attached. Meanwhile, Mate falls in love with Simya, who is Oyku's friend from her neighborhood, but in reality, she is jealous of her. Number 7. Becoming a Lady. In Becoming a Lady TV series, you'll explore a huge transformation of a free-spirited young woman with a foul mouth. Murad is a young but a successful musician. After spending many years in abroad, he returns to Istanbul where he was born and raised. One day when he is wandering around with his friend Levent, he comes across a young girl who makes her living by selling flowers and occasionally singing in a band. Murad hears potential in her and unstrained voice and takes a bet that he can transform this unrefined flower girl Hasret into a lady. This bet changes not only the life of Murad but also that of Hasret. While Murad is trying to turn his gaspy girl into a lady by teaching her to speak, sing and act properly, he encounters with the other side of Turkey. During the process of transformation, both Murad and Hasret discover a love in different world. Gonal. In Gonal TV series story, you'll explore the story of a young woman who grew up in an orphanage but uses her discipline and determination to become a successful surgical nurse. She falls in love with Tekin, a top surgeon with his own traumatic past who appears to need Gonal's love and support. On the day of their wedding, An ex-girlfriend from Tekin's past shows up and tells Gunal some disturbing secrets about Tekin. When the ex-girlfriend is found dead a few days later, Gunal starts to understand that Tekin is a very dangerous man. In the midst of difficult situation, he will meet Yusuf, a man who is attracted to Gunal from the first moment he sees her. Number 5. Wounded Birds. The series tells the story of Omar, a baby who was raised by a family other than his own after he was handed over to Durmas 5 years ago, who tried to sell him but is imprisoned. When he goes to jail, his daughter Mariam takes care of the minor whom he considers his adopted brother. In order to move forward and give him a good life, she devotes herself to work. However, her happy life suddenly changes when Durmas is released. He returns home, and when she sees the little boy, he takes violent action against the two of them because he only has in mind to earn money at the expenses of everyone. Number 4. One Heart. Khalid, who lives in Canada, is left alone with his daughter Denise and his son Ruzgar after losing his wife. An event in which he lives with a player on his team leads to an end of his career. He goes back to his father's house in Istanbul with his children. At the same time, he meets by chance with the mayor of his district, and he becomes aware of the ice rink. The president is a visionary and entrepreneur who is fond of sport. He founded the ice rink many years ago and wanted to encourage people to skate within the scope of the recycling project. Now it's time to do bigger things in this place. This beautiful coincidence gives Khalid a new opportunity. He'll set up an ice hockey team. Number 3. Bride of Istanbul. In Bride of Istanbul TV series story, you'll explore a true love story between Faruk and Saliha, who has to pass examination from strong mother-in-law, sneaky sister-in-law, and differences due to big city, small city conflict. Sohaila, a young and beautiful singer, involves to the life of rooted Buran family of Bursa as a wife of the oldest son Faruk, and all the family secrets begin to uncover. Faruk is the owner of a bus company and the leader of a powerful family in Bursa, which is a metropole city in Turkey. Faruk meets a violinist girl and falls in love with her, but the dominant mother of Faruk isn't happy with her son's relationship. Number 2. Firefly. In Firefly TV series story, you'll watch the love of two persons. Boris is a young, very successful, attractive, but distant from love, divorced liar who feels there's nothing left to surprise him in life. Asli is a beautiful young girl who is full of life, intelligent and entertaining, but has to work hard as a taxi driver to help her family. Her family and close friends call her Firefly. When Asli and Boris cross paths, their lives will change and they will enter in a loving adventure. Number 1. Lovebird. In this story, you'll explore the difficult life of a young school teacher, Faride. She's an orphaned girl who lost both her parents when she was a little child. She starts to attend boarding French school in Istanbul and stays with her aunt's family during the summer holidays. Her aunt has 2 children. Her daughter is jealous of Faride and couldn't stand to see her parents show affinity towards her cousin. On the other hand, Kamran is a very young doctor who is very successful, hardworking, calm and cool. It seems that Faride and Kamran couldn't get along together with each other because they often argue without any reason. However, in reality, they are in love but aren't aware of that fact. That's it for this video. Hope to see you back soon for more. Thank you so much for watching.